It's about 6:30, 30th of the PM, that is, 30th of December 2013, Monday. I'm here in the area known as the Avon Loop, which has been been red zoned, and most people took the minimal government payout for the land, and the government says it's going to demolish everything and put an extra big park in here, like as if there's not a park anyway. Now keep in mind, these were magnificent places, walking distance from the central city. Look at this, you've got this riverbank area right on the Avon River here, with big weeping willow trees, and that's a Japanese maple by the look of it. So the road, as you can see here, you might be able to see, it's a bit broken up. The bitumen's the surface of the road's been broken up, but here's I'd call it a villa. Of course, in Auckland, any old house they call a villa. In Christchurch, a villa tends to be a house with a triangular bit at the front, a gable end at the front. So it's roughly 100 years old, give or take. Typical Christchurch old house, wooden frame, weatherboards, corrugated iron roof. Now, it couldn't possibly fall down in an earthquake. There is no reasonable earthquake in which this house could fall down. Yes, you can maybe get cracked windows, you can get cracked paintwork and plasterwork inside, but little bits of plaster fall off the internal walls. But this house will stand for another 100 years. Well, it could be providing accommodation for someone for another 100 years. But no, there's a housing crisis in Christchurch, people living in tents and cars because there's nowhere else to live, and the government stealing the land, forcing the houses to sit empty until such time as the squatters either burn them down or the government demolishes them itself. The absolute waste of building materials and that is just a disgrace. You wouldn't believe it. The stuff just all goes into landfill pretty much. And looking at this place, you can see now this is a little bit overgrown garden, as you'd expect. It probably was abandoned soon after the February earthquake of 2011, so just coming very close to 3 years now. And there's a garage too. The garage hasn't fallen down, nothing wrong with it by the look of it. And those are a couple of empty sections there, 2 or 3 by the look of it. Well, there would have been nice houses there, and they're just been demolished, nothing in their place. Can possibly hear a wee bit of traffic noise in the background. That's I think it's still called Fitzgerald Ave over there. Might have a different name. It changes its name as it goes up a bit. I believe it's still called Fitzgerald Ave there. That piece of roadway actually did drop. It had to be all rebuilt, built up, and it was closed for about a year. They had the road. They had two-way traffic going down the other lane for over a year while they restored it. So there we go. There's a nice wooden house that'll stand for another 100 years, could be housing a Christchurch family, left to wreck and ruin, left to the looters. Pretty soon the government will demolish it, and all those good building materials will go in the rubbish. And they wonder why there's no houses for people to live in. Anyway, that's what life's like in Christchurch City. So this is Catherine, your roving reporter, over and out.